to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the
From its annual home of Indianapolis, Indiana, it is time for the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Kate Scott, so happy to welcome you here for another year alongside someone who went through this event himself as a player. It was a few years ago, but he still remembers it, Mr. Brock Heward. And Brock, it is just about time for one of the most important events in the pre-draft process, as these players try to convince all 32 NFL teams that they should be their first-round pick.
And let me just tell you, these guys have prepared as much for today as they did for the most important games of their college careers. We've got our eyes on a lot of the biggest names here, but there's one pass catcher in particular we're all very excited to see test.
That, of course, this receiver who can really take the lid off a defense. And he's up next to the Combine's most popular event. It's time for the 40-yard dash.
Chester, sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get changed. Escapees from the pirate land, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these balls on a Dolphins fan. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane.
He's getting ready, down into his stance, and here we go.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Coming up, here he is in the 40-yard dash.
Simply put, not a good time for him right there. Just didn't have the burst off the line or the long speed that he needed to.
Next up, the all-important test of strength for a future NFLer. It's chest day, baby. Turn on the bench press.
Well, we expected him to keep going for a while here. Bit of an early exit and underwhelming to say the least.
Well, every football fan knows this. Explosiveness and agility are so important at every position. And now we're going to see how much he has of both here in the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
So now it's his turn at the broad jump.
Well, that mark certainly much shorter than we were all expecting. He really didn't get the explosion he needed in that leap.
All right, it is time for the fastest event of the Combine. It's a showcase of how well you can change direction. It's the 20-yard shuttle.
There's just no way around it, Kate. That's just not a good showing at all. You need better change of direction to succeed at this position, really in any league, but especially the NFL.
Well, we've seen what type of an athlete he can be. Now let's get him out there and see how he handles an NFL route tree.
There were some highlights from that performance, no question, but I'm not sure he answered all the questions or checked all the boxes that some of these scouts had with that kind of showing.
That wrap.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got richer, got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. Cute twin, on me Hessel and Gretel. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's with it.
When that cell phone rings, time stops. It's the single second that years upon years of work have been leading toward, and the conversation that follows ends one chapter of a football life while beginning another.
chill. Right on my side is my ego becomes a funky child with some wood on my tongue. Be like in, take a breath, and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you ever out in the dark hallway?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Start. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to air one out right away. It's caught. A big play for the Giants. A gain of 66 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Dable there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. And, Greg, week 1 here in the preseason. Look, we know a lot of the guys who are going to make the roster, but there's still a lot to happen in training camp that players can find their way to a spot on the opening Sunday.
You know, we hear these stories all the time, Mike, where there's a little buzz about a guy in training camp and coming out of the local beat reporters and maybe the coaches talking about him a little bit. But then there's the surrounding question is he going to make the roster? And it's really what they do in these preseason games away from practice that ends up being the deciding factor. And how often do we see not only do they make the roster, but in some cases they go on to really have critical roles down the line as the season unfolds. So I know to a lot of fans and some of the veterans, these games don't feel like a whole lot, but to some guys on that sideline, their entire career is in front of them.
He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he will score. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to...
He's had just 1 catch thus far, but it was a big one. Let's see if they get him more involved as they go back to work with 1st and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
Still first down.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete. Blake Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
0-0-0.
Play action. It's Wilson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They're going to go jet sweep on third down.
The wide receiver in the ball area. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
So a road win here for the Giants as they start things out with a victory here in the first week of this preseason.
Gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my hater. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Sonogram don't feel it no more. You were driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? Is it this what you don't want to see more? No, you want to see more but you want to see sore. Life done slowed you down. Your body is...
The dream of reaching the NFL has been realized. But within this opening chapter, there is a message for every rookie. In the NFL, nothing is given. Everything must be earned.
Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. The Giants possessing the football. We rejoin the action in the second quarter. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Ready? Green, start.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That one taken in by Neighbors. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Now Wilson. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Big play there, 51 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
That's what you want to see in the preseason. A quarterback and his new receiver gelling early. They're hoping this duo can really form a bond this year, and that's a good start.
Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Wilson. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Escapes the defender. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing is Wilson. It's Cruz left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. it's Wilson. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 8 yards out. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks.
Giants offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Now it's Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Tyrone Tracy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. We take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. To throw is Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look?
And got his man complete through the middle of the field. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
New York set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception, and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter route.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
Go, go, go. Ready.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man Johnson. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Theo Johnson, 31 yards. And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Giants going to take over again on offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 53 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Wilson. That one finds Hyatt. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 31 yards. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
This franchise considers him a key part of its future. In its present, though, he is going to have to earn his playing time and faces an uphill battle to unseat the current starter.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Click your me, click. What's up, Phony? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Happy finals. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Don't drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good, I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too go. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club. We've been mobbing all day. On some John VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping night fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the gang. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do. You and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see him too. Snap your fingers. Do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it.
Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports. Still early in this one as we pick up the action here in the first quarter. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. Dart out of the shotgun. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. So get an even 40 out of that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
At the 35-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He's got it near the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are...
Giants headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes the play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Ring alert, ring alert. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Quick slant, caught by Neighbors. He finds space, middle of the field. At the 20. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of it. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Up to the races, middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 20-zip lead. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. The offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
On play action with Dart. He throws a bullet to the center of the And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Looking slant route, complete. Breaks through and breaks away. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Going on first down, it starts. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be up.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on it.
All just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Going deep here for the end zone. He's got it in the end zone, but he can't get the feet down. Oh, that throw just took him a little bit too far, Brock. That's going to be incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Dart gonna throw again. He's trying to go deep again. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making this a lever before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They are running away with this one, so probably content to just take this in the locker room.
Got it. Ready? Go street. Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Gets this underneath, Singletary. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
So the Giants come away with the win. And for what it's worth, Brock, they have cruised through this preseason undefeated. So all things pointing up for them as they get ready for Week 1.
Not every Hall of Fame career begins with a superstar debut. Many faces in Canton needed time before they got on the field. Such is how his career is destined to begin.
I give it all.